issue. Amash.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for your testimony today. Mr. Governor, the question I have is, HAMP was designed to assist homeowners whose payments are increased but who still have an income and are able to make payments. You testified today that the face of foreclosures has changed due to joblessness. What solutions to the foreclosure crisis, if any, are possible without a broad-based economic recovery?
No, not everything. Everything we hope to do as a nation depends on our recovery.
And what solutions are you suggesting for a broad-based recovery?
Broad-based recovery, I believe that we need to balance and move forward at the same time. We can't be the first generation of Americans that irresponsibly refuses to invest in our own time in our infrastructure, not only our highway, our transportation infrastructure, including high-speed rail, but also our cyber infrastructure and broadband to connect all of our smaller communities and small businesses with this new economy. I believe we need to invest in the education of our children, and I believe that rather than slashing and cutting research and development in places like NIH, which truly makes us a moral leader of this world, we should be increasing those investments, because in a knowledge-based economy, those are the things, that education, that innovation, the rebuilding of our infrastructure, which creates a strong and great economy. How sad, how very, very sad that China invests a larger percentage of its GDP in its infrastructure than we're able to in the United States of America. What a national shame that as fewer of our people are receiving a college education, that we would be slashing Pell Grants and putting college further out of the reach of hardworking middle-class families. I think we're better than this. I think we have better days in front of us, but not if we continue to try to hack and cut and slash our way to a better future. It doesn't work like that. If you've ever tried to stay up on a bicycle very long simply by balancing, you're going to fall over. You've got to pedal forward. And that's what we need to do as a country. We need to balance, but we also need to pedal forward.
And what would you suggest regarding our current debt crisis that we face in this country?
55% of the deficit by 2019 will have been caused by Bush-era tax cuts that disproportionately benefited the wealthiest 1% of Americans. That 1% now claims a greater amount of our nation's wealth than it ever has since, say, 1929, I do believe. So that's 55% of that deficit. Another 13% of the driver is a series of desert wars, which for whatever reasons we've chosen to finance on debt rather than paying as we go. An economy that comes back is an important part of attacking that deficit. The other important part of attacking that deficit is to bring into line the spending curves, not slamming on the brakes of the recovery and causing us to plunge back through another double dip, but bringing the cost curves into line. It's amazing to me with all the debates that go on in Washington, we act like tax cuts for the wealthiest 1% doesn't cost money. They do. Let's get a handle on that, shall we? Social Security's not out of whack. Everybody rattles their sword about Social Security, and as if we all need to go back to the days of Coolidge and Hoover. Let's go back to the days of rational, fiscally responsible budgeting, where we don't act like tax cuts for the wealthiest 1% don't cost all of our nation a lot in terms of our economic competitiveness, our infrastructure, and our ability to move forward as a people. I think we need to be a lot more forthright and honest about the cost of all of these things and wake ourselves up out of this wonderland world where we pretend that tax cuts for the wealthiest 1% of Americans don't cost the nation money.
So to summarize, your solution would be to raise taxes?
No, that's not my solution, I think, and that's not what I said. Although sometimes it does require a combination of those things. I mean, we are one state, in our state, we're one of 8 states that still has a AAA bond rating. And you know what, Congressman? We also have the best schools in America 3 years in a row. Everyone in our state was willing to pay another penny on their sales tax in order to be the only state over these last 4 years that that went 4 years in a row without a penny's increase to college tuition for people. You get what you pay for in this world. It's true in the America of our grandparents. It's true in our America. And we owe it to our kids to not be the last great generation of Americans. I think this country is not only worth fighting for, I think